I have the bad habit of thinking of the title of a video before I ever decide what it's going to be about. And this is an instance of that. Since I've already come this far though, and only have an hour before I have to get to recording all of these videos if I want to get them up on time, I'm going to make stuff up as I go. And I feel like I've said this too many times in the scripts for these videos, but you will have to cope. I'm exhausted as Mbappe after carrying France on his back, and I'm ready to get this over with. In my time, I've found that videos with multiple characters on the thumbnails do good, so we're talking about the webtoons I think will be really big in the future that don't have a ton of chapters out yet. I won't be including Daily Pass originals because those just don't pull great audience numbers, and I won't include any title with more than 40 episodes out. Let's go. First on the list is The Guy Upstairs. I've been meaning to talk about this since it came out, and Webtoon Week 2 has given me the perfect excuse. As you may be figuring out right about now, I absolutely love reading thrillers because they progress at incredible speeds with every moment being carefully calculated. The Guy Upstairs doesn't exactly maintain a breakneck pace throughout, but much like Everything is Fine, the story builds anxiety that hangs in the air even through scenes that have no business being tense. In the early chapters, it successfully sets a tone and mood well conveyed artistically through the dark scheme used for the character Rosie's place of residence, and second through the expressions of the man that is meant to serve as the central antagonizing figure. Rosie's upstairs neighbor is someone she finds suspicious. On certain nights, she hears strange noises that get carried through the floorboards that have led to her coming up with all sorts of speculations. These speculations are only confirmed one day to be true when she accidentally stumbles into his apartment and witnesses him commit a murder. When she tries to make her escape, she ends up having an accident outside her apartment building. She wakes up in the hospital to find her close friend, the police, and her neighbor, who manages over time to gaslight her into believing she saw nothing. Typical toxic male behavior. Her life with a serial killer who knows she knows begins now, and it's primed to end at her first misstep. For a series to truly be great, it has to be more than just well drawn or written. It needs to have that moment that makes you go, "Holy macaroni!" The kind of moment that makes readers want to share their incredible find in their communities. The kind of moment that keeps them at the edge of their seats with their brains going 100 miles an hour for a whole week as they wait with bated breath for the next chapter. The Guy Upstairs is incredible because it has tons of moments like that, from Mr. Serial Killer going out to find Rosie's best friend, to him ending up in an enclosed space with Rosie where she'd be unable to defend herself. It manages to glue you to the screen and uses some powerful stuff at that. It only has a handful of chapters out right now, so this is as good a time as any to hop on the bandwagon. Next up, I wanted to have Marry My Husband on this list because it's popular right now, but I'm not sure its story is sustainable yet, so I'm pulling back an entry from Webtoon Week 1. Maybe Meant to Be. I knew it then and I'm especially sure of it now. Maybe Meant to Be was always meant to be big. I'm half considering copying and pasting sections of my old script right into here so I can take it easy, but I guess I'll just have to settle for telling you to go back and watch the original video. Cliff's Notes version: she is single and unemployed, he is single and living a good life, but has parents trying to set him up. She jokingly suggests that they get married to get both of their parents off their backs. Then, lo and behold, one montage later, she has no idea what she's doing married and in a new home as this pair of childhood friends enters a new and unexpected chapter in their lives. As a fan of the introvert and extrovert dynamic when taken from the comedic angle rather than the spineless or edgy teenager route, I absolutely love these characters and the story as a whole. It's fun to read and stars characters who were probably single because they didn't quite act their ages to begin with, so it's pretty clear how the mix of a cute blossoming romance and hilarious execution starring some loony bin prospects has managed to capture the hearts of so many already. This has already been among the more popular titles on Webtoon, so it might look obvious that this would be big in the future, but when it inevitably outlasts Marry My Husband, which has been even higher on the charts, I'm sure you'll come to understand the importance of having either plot-heavy storytelling or highly enjoyable character dynamics when it comes to sustained success beyond the honeymoon period just after the initial release of a series. Last on the menu to satisfy the thumbnail rule of 3 is The Last Bloodline. This came out only a few hours ago as of my writing the script, and it didn't even exist when I first decided to make this video, but it's already earned its place here, and that certainly isn't because I ran out of entries and just picked what showed up first when I opened up Webtoon. Ha, ha, ha. The Last Bloodline's about vampires. Beautiful vampires. It has a whole team working on it and everything. That's enough, right? Usually, really pretty bloodsuckers breathing down necks is enough for any title to do well, but since I have a couple hundred more words before the length of this video looks like I really tried, I'll add something more. They're really pretty vampires and they're all out for blood. Get it? Get it? They want to fight each other. And they're vampires who suck blood. Geez, tough crowd. I've been making too many of those dad jokes shorts. The story of The Last Bloodline follows Mallory, I think. I can't believe I forgot her name already. I literally read this like 2 hours ago before I started this script. 3,000 years ago, the first and most powerful vampire, born of a curse from the Greek Artemis, fell at his maker's hands. The remaining vampires fought for his power, blah blah blah, found peace through an alliance, yada yada yada. Basically, this girl is his descendant who threatens to throw the balance into chaos if she manages to awaken his powers. She doesn't care about any of this, but she's a zoologist, and upon discovering she may be able to turn into animals and write the greatest thesis ever, if she goes along with all of this, she makes the obvious decision and prepares to set out on this new journey that may prove difficult for a girl as naive as herself who spent almost her entire life under the church's shelter as an orphan. Whether she's brave or ignorant doesn't matter, I love her either way, and I'm sure plenty of people will want to see her journey unfold as much as I do. Add to that the really pretty vampires and objective-driven story, and you can be sure this will hang around for a time to come. I need to soothe my voice after the last few hours of recording these videos, so let me know what remedies you recommend to keep my voice on. I just want to shut up now, so see you tomorrow or whatever Kenchan escaping to a happier place.